everybody, it's Bridget with Boujee Budget Plans and welcome to today's video. This is part 3 of my Black Friday cloth and paper haul, and also my, I guess you could say the putting together of my 2026 planner. So if you are interested in seeing what I got in my last Black Friday order from Cloth and Paper, and you want to sit with me and do kind of a little planner chit chat while I put my planner together, then stay tuned because that's what we're going to do right now. So I'll see you soon. Hey everybody, it's Bridget. Welcome back to Boujee Budget Plans. And as I mentioned in the introduction in today's video, we are going to be finishing my Black Friday haul, the actual last order. I have received it. So this is part 3 of 3 videos. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it together because in some of my other videos, you may have seen that I had the items that I needed. I was just waiting on the planner and I have those right here. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by to check out my channel. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I truly appreciate you. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. And please like and subscribe to my channel. I am still growing and trying to get monetized. So it's super important that you like and subscribe to the channel. That helps me grow, helps me get closer to getting monetized. So let's go ahead and get started real quick and let me show you what I got. So one of the things that I did get, you actually probably already saw one of them. So let me take it out. And again, I love this packaging. I'm saving it because I'm going to use it for something. I don't know what yet. I've had intentions on researching how to reuse this vellum type paper, this matte vellum, but I'm going to look at that in a little bit, probably while I'm sitting here getting toasty. And I do want to mention this video may go long, so grab you a drink, some tea, coffee, whatever you want, because again, it is an unboxing and then I'm going to put the planner together. So this may be one of my longer videos. So as I mentioned, this may be something you have already seen. If you looked at one of my other unboxing videos for Black Friday, you would have seen that I did get a traveler's notebook. And I got one of the A5 Slim document pouches, or I don't know what you call it, document protectors, but it goes in the A5 Slim Traveler's Notebook. And I do have a video on the Traveler's Notebook, just letting you see that and what some options are and how I put mine together. It's not a super long video, but if you're interested, I'll either put it in the description or put it up here somewhere, but I'll put it where you can see that. So I did order another one of these because I think I want to have 2 in there after I kind of looked at it and what I was going to put together. So that's what that is. Then, oh, and let me show you, because I thought this was super cute. This is the envelope that we get when we get our items from Cloth and Paper, and it normally has a receipt or, you know, a like sticker sample. Oh my gosh, that's super sweet. So I got this pink, which, oh my goodness, it's perfect. I think it'll go with the fig milk kind of page flag. So we have I got some page flags in there for my sample. And I apologize. They may have heard me when I kept saying, don't give me those concrete letters anymore, because I got so many of them. But they gave me that. And then look at this cute little piece of decor. If you're my age, then you know what this is. This was a floppy disk when computers were becoming a thing, and this is what you saved everything on. It says, what stays, intention box, January 2026. So I'm wondering if this is going to have to do with the January subscription box, which is coming up. You have it right here. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it has like 12 months. So right there. So that's super cute. I'm going to be loving that. And I'm going to leave these out because I may very well use those with the planner. So if you looked at some of my other videos, you would have seen that I got a lot of Bordeaux items in the Black Friday shopping period. And my colors for this year are going to be Bordeaux with pink, or like that fig milk color, which that was unintentional. I didn't know they were doing that. And I'm thinking about adding a purple color, but I'm not sure yet on that. I might go with a neutral color like a gray or off-white or something. But one thing I purchased was the Bordeaux A5, and I know that looks dark, but it is a Bordeaux A5 6-ring planner. And as you can see, it came in this bag right here, which I think I don't know if these are older bags or what. It did not come in a box because it came from the sample sale. And these bags are really good to use. So I will keep this myself for the planner when I'm not using it. I will be using it for 2026. But with that being said, I will keep it for that. And let's take a look at this planner. Again, it was from the sample sale. And with the sample sale, they normally have slight imperfections, or they didn't meet quality, or they could be something someone returned, which I just learned today. So let's take a peek here. I'm going to zoom in just a teensy bit. So here's the planner right here. And I might zoom out just a little. I'm not doing good with the zoom. But this is the planner, A5. And it is Bordeaux. It's a beautiful, beautiful color, 6-ring planner. Now, with the sample sale, you get things at quite a discount. So here's the card here. It does have the silver rings, which is fine with me. That's not a big deal. And I'm going to make sure, just because I had one, this has nothing to do with cloth and paper, that the little screws came out, but cloth and paper fixed it for me. You do have the pocket back here. So you do have that pocket, you have your pin loop, and here's where you take your strap to close it. And then of course you have this back pocket that you can put things in, which I don't use it too much. You have 6 pockets over here. And as you can see, again, there's not really a lot going on except for this, which I did notice. So if you look, someone had their initials put on it. I never do this. I never, ever, ever do this. Now, it was a bit of a shock because I've purchased from the cloth and paper sample sales before. And when I have purchased from those sample sales, I always got something that I could not tell what the issue was with it. So this was a little bit of a shock, and I did check, and they did say it could be one that someone had the initials to put on it, and for whatever reason, they're not going to give it to anyone. Now, with that being said, I think this was a sample for cloth and paper, because if you look, it says CPX. So I don't know if that means anything or if that's someone's actual initials and they returned it, but outside of that, there is nothing wrong with it. I know some of you might say, oh, I wouldn't want that, or I would send that back, or whatever. Let me tell you what we're going to do and why I'm not worried about that. If you look, these are the cloth and paper little magnets that we got, or little, I don't know what you want to call them, but the pins. What I'm going to do, because I do actually put these on my planners this way anyway. So guess what? Because those... I think I have it backwards. Y'all bear with me. Let me get it out. Let me see. Okay, there it is. So I had it backwards. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I am going to do, and you won't even see this. And that's why I said I'm not worried about it. I'm really not worried about it. There you go. Bam. Let me move the little flower out the way. So if you look closely, sorry. Guess what I did? For that, so there's no initials on there. That's gone. I'm just losing it right now. But if you look, that's gone. You can't see the initials. All you see is that pen. And I do use these pens all the time with my planners. I kind of place them strategically in different places on the back pocket, the front pocket, things like that, to kind of give my planner a little pizzazz. So if you look right here, I'll put this one in there. And the magnets are so good. They're so strong. So that's why I'm able to do that. And I have a third one right here that I'm going to use. And there are different sets of these pens. I don't know that they still have them. When they initially put the pens out there for, people to purchase and whatnot, they were like a white and silver color, I think is what it was. And I'm going to show you those real quick because I just made them stick together. And again, as I mentioned, these magnets are strong. So let me see if I can pull these magnets apart, because the 2 silver ones that I have. Okay, let me show those to you. So these are the 2 that I purchased prior to the gold ones that they came out with. So here we go. I'm not going to put them too close, but if you look, those are the earlier versions that they had, and I purchased these. There was one more, and I forgot what it was. I don't remember if it was like a camera or something, but I didn't get the 3rd one. I just got the envelope and the picture frame. However, they came out with the gold ones, so I just put those back on there, and I store them on my shelf, which I might be doing a video on that. Let me know if you're interested in seeing how I store on my cloth and paper products. But I put it back in here, and there you go. So look at that, y'all. And I'm going to go back out so you can see it. Let me move this. I'm going to have to move this. Okay, so if you look, I have a pen here. I have a pen here and one here, and that gold looks so pretty with it. I know it's mixed metals. That's okay with me. So that was the one right here with some initials, which it was CPX. I'm assuming it was a cloth and paper thing. Maybe, maybe not, but you don't know that it's there right now. It's right here. And if it were to be left somewhere, I just tell them, oh, it's got initial CPX on it. So that's, again, not a big deal for the price that I got it for, okay? So let's get going, because I know the video's already going to be long as it is, but I don't want it to be super long. So let me get some stuff out of the way. Let me move this, because I'm going to need all the space I can get as I put this together. So let's go. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, everybody, so we are done with the setup of my 2026 planner. This is my main one. I will do a 2026 stack video. I'm not going to do that right now, but I will be doing that. So this is the A5 6-ring Bordeaux planner from Cloth and Paper that I got during Black Friday. And you did see me put it together. But here we are right here with a little decor on the side. My pins, my gold pins, the actual decor that I got, the What Stays floppy disk. I hope I get another one of those. I would like to have an extra one. This one I got, and I don't remember who it's from, but I got it from someone else. I want to say like Poin Hun or somebody like that. And then this one was a Cloth and Paper product that came in one of our subscription boxes. It just says refined style is a perfection of a point of view. So I wanted to use that because I never have. And then this was also one from Cloth and Paper in a sub box we got that had all this red. I just think that looks gorgeous because it's kind of an ombre. Then I have the lacquer dashboard in there with the Art of Living dashboard, which it looks amazing underneath that. That looks really, really nice. Then I have my year at a glance, and I just put this white behind it. This is a dashboard that we had gotten from Cloth and Paper in a previous subscription box. I want to say maybe even a year ago, but this way I can see my year at a glance. My 2026 holidays, I have that. And then I also have some trigger lists in here, which are always good for me because sometimes you can't remember. I have my packing list. I have more of these that I can just throw in here. I did use the novella dashboard because I want to read more this year. And this came in a very old subscription box. I cannot remember when, but I know it came in another subscription box. But I took out the books to read because this says to be read right here. And I'm just going to put something over that or either white it out and put new dates in there. But there are a number of these that I have. And then it has a reading log right here. Right there is the reading log. And basically, you can put in information about the book. You can rate it with stars or whatever. I always keep these right here. Let me go back. I always keep these, which is the sample that they put in with the inserts for cloth and paper. So it just shows you, how you can use it. I have that meeting and notes dashboard with the agenda tab divider right here. And meetings and notes with the action items. I do have a worksheet for an international moving checklist. I cannot remember where I got this from, but in case I got to get up out of here, things get crazy these days. I have my intention inserts right here. And again, I always keep the sample that Cloth and Paper puts in there so I can see how to use it. My tasks and to-dos, get it done and check it off. And then I put the inbox behind it with this marble right here, just so the inbox had a background kind of right here, and I'll pull the plastic film off here. I did use my what is it, the I'm sorry, the Fig Milk page marker. Then next I had the Daily Digest dashboard, debrief, breakdown, and prioritize. I think this is going to be like a brain dump area or me writing down things for the day that I want to remember. And I put my blank note sheets behind here. For the schedule tab right here, I actually have my quarterly overview right there. And then we go into my weekly, hourly inserts from Rosie Pepper Tree. And I did take out some of them. This is 6 months worth of inserts right here. I'm going to do it 6 months at a time because it got kind of full. Then I have my finances right here. This is the finance tab. You can't see it because it's white. But I put the monthly calendars in here for 6 months. So those are in here for my finance calendar. And then I went ahead and I put in the monthly budget overviews. There are 6 months of these in there. So then I basically went through and put in 6 months of each one. Now, these monthly budget overviews, to show you real quick, you have your income right here. Let me go in tight a little bit. Okay. You have your income right here, your fixed expenses right here. You have variable expenses on this page with sinking funds, and then another page of sinking funds, and then it starts over. So I have that. Then I have the paycheck breakdowns in here. So there's a paycheck breakdown, and it has your income, your subscriptions, your fixed expenses, variable, your total expenses. Then when you flip it over, it has your sinking funds list, your debt payoff, savings, and final paycheck breakdown. And then I believe it's the cash planning in here, and then sinking funds. Well, actually, it's sinking funds planning. So these are sinking funds planning sheets for different types of sinking funds. I know I'm not going to have that many, but then I have cash planning right here. And this is where you lay out your cash that you're going to get for your budgeting. I do cash envelopes, and I have some videos on that and stuff, but I'm changing it up this year. Then you have your monthly expenses. There's a space here where you can put the month, and then you can put your expenses so you can see how you're spending or what you're spending every month. I have notes and lists right here. So I did move this because I had it at the back, I had it at the front, then I moved it back. I have the notes, just line notes right there. Then I have some graph right here, and each of these has a line here where you can put the date or the month. Then I did the velvet pocket. I did take out the velvet divider. I might use those later, but what I put in there were the stickers right here, the fig milk stickers, the dot stickers, and the form tells your story stickers. And then this was something from a previous, I want to say a previous order I did. I put some stickers in here. I may put more that fit, but that's what's going to be in here. And then I put my Sailor LaCool fountain pen in here because it matched. I did get the Lamy Scarlet, which I'm waiting on it, but for now I'm using, I'll keep this Sailor LaCool fountain pen, and it has an ink from, I have to see who it's from, but it's called Oxblood. And then you can see I have my pen here, my cloth and paper pen. I have the gold pens here. I'm going to have to be careful with that because it seems like that's pulling. But then I have my using the grid because I have that graph paper in there. So that is all, you guys. This video was long enough, but I wanted you to see this setup for 2026. This is one of my setups for 2026. It is full. I did want to make sure this was full. This is what I will carry with me and probably use for every day. And then just so you can see, let me go ahead. I have another video for this. This is my A5 Slim. This will be carried on the go. So these are two of my planners for 2026. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be making more videos. Probably thinking of doing some plan with me's. Let me know if you're interested in that. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.